Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you're doing swell. June says hello. Look how big she's getting. Look how big she is. She's about half the size of Gus now. Hey Gus? They're just snuggling. They snuggle lots. Today we're talking about Bonnie Hoellein and the just making content out of funerals. There is nothing off limits for these weirdos, and it's just, really? So let's talk about it. So I think the last time we let Bonnie off, she was just crying on the internet in her mansion about how tough her life is because her sister's a degenerate butthole. And she's like, it's not, we did everything we could. They didn't. Like, I'll say this over again. I don't care what all the snark threads say. I don't care. For some reason, Bonnie gets a pass. And again, she's not guilty of what Ruby did, but she is family, and there's got to be some responsibility for family. Look, family doesn't have to be responsibility. Again, it doesn't have to be. But when you say on camera, right, that you did everything you could and you didn't, you lied. That's it. An update too, Chad called me out. He's making fun of my chair. Just like, what's wrong with my chair? So he did it. Where's the post? I gotta find it. I made a, did I make an Instagram of it? Oh yeah, so this is what he said. Chad wrote, I guess he didn't ask me anything on Snapchat or on, I don't know where it was, but basically said, have you ever watched any of the videos the Dad Challenge podcast has made about your family on YouTube? And he wrote, yes, he seems like he could be doing better things than sitting in a gamer chair being invested in random families. Now, he's allowed to say whatever he wants. Chad's a victim in all this stuff, but he also just did that, by the way. He also is making videos or calling out an influencer, and it was, what's her name? I have it here. Chad made an Instagram or a Snapchat. Where is it? I'm finding it. So he posted this. He says, hey Tiffany, my name's Chad Franke. You may or may not have heard of my mom, Ruby Franke, who was known for her family's YouTube channel, 8 Passengers. She was arrested almost a year ago for child abuse. That, of course, isn't why I'm reaching out. Just happened to come across your page and found out how similar your filming, especially with the kids, was to my experience growing up. This is a really big deal, by the way. In the video with your son at the doctor, you replied to comments saying, don't worry, he's just acting for me. That honestly broke my heart and set me off. I wish you the best, but your kids, I promise, will grow up to resent you, especially your teen boy. He's putting on a happy face in front of the camera. No child wants their mother to benefit off them on social media. So, this is Chad advocating for somebody online, a child, and he's got way more of a right than even I do to stand on here. Like, we all have rights to say things, but he's got a more powerful position to come from because he literally was the victim of child exploitation on YouTube. Okay? And so he's got a really big voice in this, and it's powerful. And he's, I find it funny though, just because he also has a gaming chair and he's doing the same thing. Just saying. He's a good kid. I honestly think Chad's a good kid. Are you showing the response to the reply? And he says she got pissed. And valid, there should be laws protecting kids from exploited on kids on social media and the industry in general, especially by parents and legal guardians. And he wrote this: a lot of people close to me are working on those laws. Kids shouldn't be put on camera, even if they're paid. Super valid opinion. And Chad and I share that opinion 100%. I don't care. Like, a lot of people are like, well, they're paid. I don't care if they're paid. A kid, and Chad would agree with this, cannot give informed consent because he cannot understand the outcome of what could happen. It doesn't matter if you get paid or not. Money doesn't overcome the problems. It doesn't. It can pay for therapy, but it won't overcome your problems. It will not. Okay? Money doesn't solve everybody's problem. And then this is what she wrote back to him. It's Tiffany Burrell. Says, actually, I've been thinking about our whole convo. I'm actually quite pissed you would come after a stranger you know nothing about. You are trying to project your pain and abuse onto everyone else. Just because it happened to you doesn't mean it's happening to everyone. Some people are actually normal. Okay, I'm not your mom, and my son is definitely not you. That's really quite rude. You need years of therapy to go around thinking you see your situation and a random stranger speaks volumes of your mental health. You need therapy like now. And I suggest you stay out of the random stranger's DMs accusing and projecting your pain on innocent people. I am never and will never be like your insane mother. I actually love and adore my kids. And the effing audacity. The audacity of this lady to say things like that to him. Okay? And, oh, well, that's not surprising. She's gone private because of this. She blocked me on Instagram. I don't think I've ever spoken to her. She blocked me on Instagram. So preemptively, a lot of family vloggers just do that because I'm like Voldemort in their circles. They all hate me. If I message them or I comment on their things, they're like, they don't want me coming after them. I'm the loudest voice against child exploitation on the internet. So that's just the way it is. I'm very rude, I'm snarky, and they don't like when I come after them. That's good. I've cultivated and built that reputation on purpose, okay? But to say this to Chad is absolutely abhorrent. And I think ever since I've been watching this, and she was in her chat apologizing for saying these things. Oh, I shouldn't have gone off the deep end. I shouldn't have done this and that. And she's like, these people are so stupid. Like, you know who Chad Franke was. You know what his mother did. You know that he's advocating against it. And he's saying, hey, I'm seeing in your son what happened to me. Maybe you should listen to me. And she just told him, you need therapy like now. Get lost. You absolute donut head. I wasn't comparing her to my mom, I promise, and he wasn't. Nah, she truly loved her kids and wanted to be best for them. She would not exploit them, period. Mass cancellation, anyone go to her, DM her? I mean, he's trying to get her canceled because he's upset, and I don't blame him. A lot of people are like, oh, you're just mad because you were exploited as a child and you hate when you did. Yep. I don't understand logic from people who are like, oh, you're just mad, so you're, yep. And so when I'm mad, why can't I not justifiably be mad and then speak out against it? Like, I don't understand people, like when I got fired from my church and the congregation was lied to and everything else, and I called it out. A lot of people in my church were like, oh, you're just angry and upset. Yup. Yeah, I was. Why does that mean I'm not allowed to talk about it? I don't understand that. It bothers me. He's right. Casey Huff wrote this: if one thing I want my kids to grow up knowing without a doubt, it's how much I love being their mom. Even when it's hard, even when I'm tired, even when I'm impatient, being their mom is truly my favorite thing in the world. Tiffany Brow put this in her thing. And but Tiffany, I don't know if you knew this, and you're an idiot, but and every family vlogger has said this to some degree. I love my kids. I will protect my kids. I do everything for my kids. No, people who share their lives on the internet are for themselves. They are hyper selfish people. They are narcissistic. They do not belong in the world. They do not love their children like they say they do. They put it out there so they appear better, but they are narcissistic and selfish. You cannot exploit a child. Listen to me. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. You cannot say that you want to protect your child, but then put them on the internet for predators to watch and people to create parasocial relationships and for them to be bullied. You cannot. They cannot coexist. Okay, so all these families out there, I love my kids. You sure, maybe to a degree, but you don't want to protect them at all. You love yourself more. You love your platform more. You love the accolades, the likes, comments, and money more than anything else, more than your child. And it's so evident every single time. It's so provable because you're on the internet exploiting a child. So Tiffany Burrell is on there. I don't know if she's gone private on all her accounts. Because she's blocked me on Instagram, so I can check here. Yeah, she's gone private on Instagram as well. I just opened a thing. Actress, mom, coffee lover, toy collector, dog, cat mom, all things girly. She has absolutely gone private on all her platforms. She shouldn't have said that to Chad, that's for sure. Look, she's got Hayden Instagram, Hayden's TikTok. Like she makes Instagram, TikTok for her children. Family YouTube channel. Has she taken her videos down? 186,000 subscribers on here. Holy smokes. So it's another just channel where she's putting her kids in bikinis on the internet. What the F? This is crazy. These people will do anything for money. And it's absolutely bonkers. Just bonkers. Okay, so Tiffany Burrell, you messed with the wrong dude today. And I'm not saying me, I'm saying Chad. Chad, shut your shit down. You shouldn't be exploiting your child. Chad, I know you're probably watching this. Thank you. Thanks for using your voice. Look, I know you might not like me, and that's cool. I don't blame you. Honestly, I call out your parents. And Mormonism, and he's still Mormon. But hear me out, man. You've got this massive platform. You have one of the loudest voices that could advocate for children ever. If you did what I did, maybe less snarky, but just called it out from the point of your perspective of saying, look, this is how this went. Here's the reality is behind the scenes family vlogging. And you just spilled the tea on the whole industry. You would have way more power than anybody. You could actually affect law way more than anybody else could. Call it Chad's Law, whatever the case may be. You have the ability to start a platform. I'm not saying it's your responsibility, but you have the ability to stand on truth and your values, your Mormon values about the truth and about the exploitation of children. And you can tell these people from experience how wrong it is, and people will listen to you. You have a lot of power here. Tiffany Burrell is probably a good example of that. And I think you should try it. I think you should use your platform to call these people out. Look, I know you don't like me, but if you want help with anything, and I mean anything when it comes to bringing down child exploiters, you holler, okay? I kid you not, I will help you in any way I can for free. I would not charge you a penny. You probably make a lot of money doing it online too, just saying. But if you... I encourage you, is what I'm trying to say here, to continue pushing and pushing back against these people who do this to the kids, because you clearly see it and it clearly triggers you, and you have a very powerful voice in this fight. So keep going, buddy. Keep going. You're great. All right, let's get to the video we were talking about. Bonnie Hoellein in the damn funeral. Let's do it. Holy Ozempic, Batman, are you okay?
Good morning. Tomorrow is my Aunt Linda's funeral.
That's weird. That's a weird way to open this video in your giant mansion. Good morning, there's a funeral happening with Ozempic.
And she asked me personally to do her hair.
I mean, before she died.
She asked me that many, many times, but she really enjoyed when I did her hair. Franke?
Are you doing her hair right now in this video? Is this camera gonna pan down to a dead person? What is happening right now?
Thanksgiving, Christmas time, and so when she asked me if I would do her hair for the funeral, I said,
okay, thank God.
Absolutely, of course I will do that.
That's a weird conversation to have. For sure. Let's continue watching Sons of Anarchy now, Grandma.
This is something that I have never done before.
I mean, if you had done it before, I'd be like, that's a little weird. What's with your sleeves?
But Aunt Linda was a curly girl, and that's where my curly hair came from.
Your curly hair came from your aunt. Don't just say things. Again, chill. You're gonna chill.
My dad has it. A few of my cousins have it. I met one of my cousins, and she had the literal exact same curl pattern that I had, and it was pretty incredible to see it as a cousin that I haven't
got it from your aunt
seen since I was really little. So that was kind of cool. But Aunt Linda, she's got curly hair, and so
is that a curler?
I'm gonna take care of
what is this angle
for her. This is for sure a new experience for me, but
I hope so. Again, I mean, yeah.
I am
camera's really out of focus.
Very happy to do this. I'm very happy to get her ready for her big day. This is the
what? Her big day? She's dead. What is going on? Is she? Am I missing something?
Biggest party that she was looking forward to.
She was looking forward to her own funeral. That should be a t-shirt. These dogs. Get him. Get her.
So we're gonna make sure she's ready for it. Sharing nail polishes with your daughter has some disadvantages, like when she goes to girls' camp and takes all of your nail polish. My mom called me last night.
Look at this giant mansion. These people. This is what exploitation buys you, by the way. This is child exploitation.
And she said, bring some nail polish so we can do her nails too, which I feel like this is such an honor.
Okay, Skeletor, let's get on with it.
To get to do, especially doing it side by side with my mom. I have watched my mom and dad.
She needs to chill on these eyelashes. She's been doing this for too long, and it's again, it is tarantulas coming out of your skull. You gotta stop with those. Just do normal ones.
For 30 years, make sure that Linda was taken care of, and
it's like male pattern baldness eyelashes. You know what I mean? I would know.
This is just a small way that I get to be a part of.
She looks absolutely perfect. It was a nice, neat experience. She finally got to wear her funeral dress that she had for 3 years. It's like a glove. This is really weird to film and talk about. It was a neat experience putting makeup on a cadaver. This is weird, man. I don't know if you need to hear this or what. It's weird. Got it?
And so I chose a few colors that I had available to me. I've got thousands of polishes, and Anyway.
You only have 2 left? Is that you saying your daughter took 1,000 polishes to camp with her?
These ones
What is she doing? Baking a bomb?
be just great. I think the colors are good, so we'll decide when we get there. We all came from different directions, and at the very same, like literally the
Look at you,
very same second, every single one of us turned into...
That's funny! Why is that funny?
Single one of us pulled in the
There's 3 cars plus you, not including you.
church at the exact same time. Is Bo directly behind us?
You're cracking your windshield. That's unsafe.
This is incredible. Griff is timing at its absolute finest.
Okay, Bon Jovi.
On time and literally exactly 10 minutes early.
On time every time.
I'm so proud.
A really weird video. Is this why she's dealing with a grief, maybe?
So
I
proud.
was thinking handle. Is he?
It is so fitting that we all showed up at the exact same time, just in time to greet our guest of honor.
This is weird, right? I mean, I'm not being weird. Is this weird? This is weird, right? She's way too giddy about the guest of honor, and she's gonna love her hair and her dress, so she's dead, man. I don't know what's going on.
All the things we brought.
Guess who's not at the funeral? That looks just like Ruby, though. Whoever that is. Is that the other sister?
Are you ready to go?
Here's some hats and some party favor. What is going on? Is this some kind of Mormon funeral thing I don't know about? Teddy bears and stuff. This is a Mormon thing, right? It's a Mormon thing. It's gotta be. Like, they celebrate the afterlife because they're like, look at all the planets we got and stuff. As long as they're not a TK, if they died a Mormon, they probably are like, yeah, one that didn't leave. Is this a birthday party? Wait, what is going on here?
No, you should pick the boots.
Oh, okay, so she likes stuffed animals.
Is he writing his sister's name?
Okay, I'm not, that's creeping me out, man, not gonna lie. Ah, look at this. This is actually quite important. Families can be together forever. On behalf of the family, we may express our sincere appreciation and gratitude for your many experiences. This is what Mormons believe. And I know that this is going to strike a lot of people as weird, but the Bible actually talks about this. You're not a family. Like, if you marry someone on earth, you don't go to heaven and you're still married to them. Like, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. I know that it scares a lot of people, but it's going to be way better. And I don't know how to explain that, but it's not like whoever you're married here, that's Mormons completely have taken that's another thing that the Book of Mormon completely contradicts in the Bible, is that you don't get, like, especially men who have multiple wives, you don't get to go in the afterlife and have a bunch of wives. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Mormons believe this, and that's why when someone leaves the church, it's so heartbreaking for them, because they honestly think in the afterlife, their family member won't be there. And that's why it's so disgusting, actually, the theology of Mormonism. That's crazy. Ah! Here, I'm going to look up the scripture just because. Discuss. The Bible only tells us so much about heaven. It's mystery that yet to be revealed. We address this question, will I recognize my spouse in heaven? We need to remember that while the Bible may give hints on this topic, Scripture does not provide an explicit answer. In Corinthians 12:13, Paul reminds us that in this life, our knowledge is limited, but those limitations will be removed in the next life. That's crazy. This suggests we will have a relationship with one another, blah, blah, blah. Marriage in heaven. We know from Scripture that in heaven we will not be married or given in marriage. That refers to the concept of marriage we're familiar with in this life. So yeah, everybody's going to be family. It's going to be like it's going to be awesome. It's not going to be cloud cars and rainbows. It's going to be unlimited knowledge and eternity of happiness. And so it won't matter if you're married or not. It's not going to be, the earthly desires will be gone. It'll be completely different. Anyway, Mormons are wrong. That's what I'm getting at. Why does Man Bun have to sit at the kids' table? What'd he do? Aren't Man Buns sinful? Just kidding.
funeral service was absolutely perfect. Every speaker was so perfectly said. I mean, myself included.
I'm perfect. I'm so perfect. Myself included. Shut up, Bonnie. You look like an idiot.
The third was real good. And what was her name again? Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was you, honey.
No, but my favorite part of today was all of Linda's peers that came. It touched my heart in a way that
Why are you filming this? It's so weird to film this.
I don't think I've ever felt. It was the most beautiful thing. They loved each other. At one point, Aunt Linda was engaged and she was going to get married. She said yes. So she had to go through some classes on what it's going to be like when you get married, the kind of things that you do when you're married.
Why are you showing the world this?
And she was all okay with that. Kim was okay.
No.
To the very last class, which was on joining your finances, and Linda said, absolutely not. I'm out. I'm done.
Does Linda have finances?
And so Kim, who she was engaged to, was there, and we were able to meet him. And it
Wow, the guy she turned down to get married to for money.
was so special to meet him because even though they broke off the engagement and they didn't actually get married, they still very much cared about each other, and they would see each other at work, is what Linda would call when they would go to their group class each day through the week. They would see each other, and I just hope that maybe one day, who knows, but...
What do you mean one day? What are you talking about one day? One day what?
That was beautiful. It was, I'm so happy. And someone said it best when they said it would have been a lot harder for everybody when Linda passed away if she hadn't have prepped everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone knew how much she wanted to go home. Everybody knew.
Where's home for the Mormons? Again, what planet? What?
Knew how ready she was to leave this earth. And
This is so weird to talk about. I don't care. It's weird. And she's joyful about it, and it's... I don't understand it, I guess.
And so everyone was just happy for her. And I can't...
We're happy you're dead.
Can't say enough of how beautiful of a meeting that was today.
We're all so happy you died. That's so weird to me.
So we had a luncheon. That was good. I've got a few cousins in the back. I'm missing a few of my kids. We are on our way to go bury her. I do have to make one big shout out to all of Linda's peers and friends and neighbors.
Just say thank them at the funeral. Why do you have to do it on your YouTube channel, you weirdo?
Especially the ones that came, but even the ones that maybe couldn't have come. Most of them knew me by name, and when I would ask them, how do you know my name? They would say, well, we watch Linda's home videos. And that just melts me. They watch our vlogs, and Linda, thanks for...
Do they watch your vlogs? Do they watch the 8 Passengers scandal unfold too? Does that melt you?
recruiting some viewers.
You're recruiting viewers at the funeral for your aunt, eh? That's cool. That's cool, yeah? Oh my gosh, Bonnie, you're such an idiot.
But it is an honor to have your friends watch our home
Why is the music so loud?
videos. And I just want to say thank you.
Hey, if you're watching this one, Family Tuesday, she's a weirdo. She exploits children. Don't condone child exploitation. It's not good. It's a bad thing, actually. It's bad, and she needs to chill.
And I love all of you.
No, you don't. You just met them. Look at the other sister. Where's like... This must be the other side, right? Is this the Griffith side? I don't even know. Holy, with the music! Thought that was Chad for a second. This is really awkward, man. I'm sorry. It's super awkward. It's a nice day, though. Sister, oh, we are now the whole. Okay, they must hate Ruby so badly because Ruby tainted all of the Griffiths. Even though they aren't guilty of what Ruby did, she tainted it all. She exposed what they really are like, because if they were actually good people, there's no way that would have ever happened. Now, not them to blame, but they're all kind of similar. You know what I mean? You guys allergic to the sun or something? Me? I made the video. Oh my god. Sorry, everybody. Me? You're an idiot. I don't like this. What the how many those puffy sleeves? This is really. Okay. Oh my gosh. Why keep going over to her? Stop. Swing set looks not safe.
This may be the worst view ever, however, the sunset is beautiful. Spent some time with family, truly enjoyed our day. I think today was everything she would have wanted.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you guys so much for watching at Linda's funeral.
Your kid not wearing clothes?
Today, all the little kids walked away with stuffed animals because his has two. We're stopping to get some gas and then we're heading home. We love you.
What about Chick-fil-A? Get some nuggies.
Aunt Linda, we love you. And until we meet again.
You're gonna be in the outer darkness, though, Bonnie. So I don't know if you're gonna meet anybody else. Like, I guess when you float by their planet as a smoothie, you're like, oh, hey, there's Aunt Bonnie floating in the abyss. Hey, what's going on? Your eyelashes still look weird. That's what's gonna happen.
Goodbye.
There's nothing that Bonnie will not exploit on her channel. That's the whole point of this video. There's nothing she won't exploit. It's actually impressive. I'm not even that mad about it, but it's crazy. But also, Chad, you didn't see if this is a Griffiths thing, which it doesn't seem like it is. It's really, I don't know. I'm trying to understand how this works. Where are they all? I don't know what's going on. The other sister was there, so where are the other people? It's really weird. Anyway, everybody, take a deep Mormon breath with me. Heretics. Mormons. You weirdos. You bunch of weirdos. Guys, don't listen to Mormons, okay? Let's put that out there. They're really weird. And they're gonna steer you in the wrong direction. Especially theologically. It's just, they're wrong. Okay, let's just be real, they're wrong. And they film funerals and things. So weird. Anyway, everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for being amazing. Thanks for watching yesterday's video. I thought it was a really important video. I thought it was gonna bomb, honestly, and it actually went #1 into my list of videos. Apparently, people need to keep hearing this. You need to keep hearing to stop and smell the roses, okay? And I'm gonna keep saying that, and maybe that's my new thing at the end. Take this moment, right now in this video, when this is finished, to shut it off, do 5 deep breaths, and reflect on your day and the things that are good this week or this month that have happened in your life that are coming up. To get excited about something and to make some plans. It's really, really important for us to do that as human beings. Something to look forward to, something to be thankful for. And I'm thankful for you, okay? You guys are amazing, incredible, and valuable. Someone has a huge crush on you because you're some kind of something. And I will see you when I see you.